Greetings, Peacekeepers, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I am Captain Tirek of the Heavy Battlecruiser Injunction, supported by the Heavy Cruiser Lawmaker as we continue our war of pacification. That's the word. We're good guys after all. Of the Gorn Confederation. We've been doing some pretty good work here lately, kicking some major butt, taking some major names, successfully did a homeward assault, which, was supported mostly by Gorn forces. So I'm not quite sure where that's going, but in any event, we are doing pretty well. I think we're in good supply. We could take a couple more shuttles and a few more Marines. Not that we use Marines all that much. Oh, desperately need spare parts. Yeah, we tend to take some pretty nasty hits. And how's the Lawmaker doing? Lawmaker's okay. Needs a few more Marines. Shuttles, just the one. Okay, works out great. Back to the map. Back to the fight. And let's poke in the Gorn homeworld once again. So patrolling on in here, and gonna see if we can't stealth cap things as easily as possible. You've been assigned the task of patrolling this area. It is an important job and is vital to our interests. So let's go kick some butt. Hit the red alert. And we are apparently pretty well supported, because it's a dreadnought. We are supported by the Purview, which is a tiny little police frigate. FTQ, which is our support vessel, I guess. And that's a Gorn Dreadnought. Okay, wow. Things went from 0 to 1,000 miles an hour in 10 seconds. Not seeing any other targets, so this could be the only target here. And I'm kind of hoping that one of our guys is a PF tender or a fighter carrier or something. We don't use PFs, so we do use, oh crap, light cruisers off over here off our starboard side. It's at longer range. Give me a probe. I want to know exactly what this guy has, because I am concerned. Yeah, I don't think we have the firepower to kill this guy. I could be wrong. We may totally overpower him, but, oh crap, let's get on that weasel right now. And we will begin the forward shield reinforcement. He is packing an R-type torpedo, 2 S's and 2 F's, which is a lot. Not gonna lie, he's scaring the crap out of me. This light cruiser is cruising in at maximum speed. Well, not maximum. He's only doing 20, but he is definitely knifing for the formation. I am tempted to turn off and try and beat the crap out of him, because the Justicar is not well armed or defended. Yeah. But I think the right decision is to focus on the most dangerous threat, and that's you. I'm trying to figure out. Closing speed is 53. No, we'd never do it in time. So he fired his phasers at long range, skirmishing. Let's go to my command only. I will weapons free you as soon as we hit 15. Stand by, fire control. And release. Oh, we're going to focus. We're going to slow down. Plasma torpedo, he didn't focus on us. Yes, we have fighters. So increase speed. Have you dumped your shuttle? You haven't. Another torpedo. And that's him dumping. So we're going to blast a hole through. We've got through his shields. And we are increasing to standard combat speeds. We didn't have to use our Wild Weasel, which is good. He did manage to avoid 3 of our plasma torpedoes, which is not as good, but acceptable at this time. Let's see where those phaser 3s fire. It's a half mount, so not quite able to get into range to shoot, but we are going to stick to this side because he's lost his forward shield, he's lost his forward port shield, and he's lost his rear port shield. So let's try and keep there and lay into it with the damages. Oh, please tell me you're going to turn that open side to me. He has. Let's get all phasers on target. And wasn't enough. Slow down, way down. I want to let him open range. Let him open range. Oh, yes! You don't often get point-blank shots like that on a PPD. And here goes the Lawmaker, adding his fire. Looks like he's underloaded, I think. I think he underloaded. So he still has an R-type torpedo. He's just killed off our little police ship. We got to kill this guy fast. That R-type torpedo is going to hurt a lot. So let's switch to 360 degree, reinforce all, open up the shuttle bay, and be ready on this, because I'm expecting horror and damnation to occur at any moment. Let's get one of our torpedoes off and away. Oh, we're going right into behind him. Did he jump? He did. Okay, so we're going to slow down. We're going to kill our speed, because our second plasma torpedo is ready to rock. We'll wait for the attack shift to go away, because that means the Weasel will be gone. Now, another torpedo. Slamming right in. We took the R-type torpedo offline. Excellent. So we're doing pretty good. That light cruiser is still busy taking care of our, I guess he's our support ship, our tender. So come on, phasers, full volley in through his rear. Let's get Marines on board with that. Oh, nice. So I was hoping something like that would happen, but I wasn't sure it would. We're skulking along at low speed. We'll let him open up the range a bit, although I do think we're inviting a plasma torpedo to the face. This S-type torpedo is active and ready to fire. So, oh, we stunned it. We stunned it with the phaser 3s, and it's offline. He's repairing the plasma torpedo R, but hopefully it won't be able to fire anymore. Hopefully we have outlived it. Plasma torpedoes still maintain the torpedo in the tube for a little while after the mount itself has been destroyed. So that's something very much to keep in mind. So we really want to stay away from this frontal arc, and that should kill him. It didn't. Wow, the armor of a dreadnought, the armor of a Gorn dreadnought. That's what's really on display right here. There we go. Finally took him out, and the light cruiser took out our other ships. So it's me and the Lawmaker versus that light cruiser, and let's send out a probe to figure out what we're dealing with. We did not have to use our Weasel yet, but we will start prepping another. Little increased speed. 2 D-type torpedoes, those are the offensive kind, so if we were a Marak, that would be dangerous, but we're not. So he's a phaser boat. So let's switch the shield, reinforce forward only, and let's get prepped for a PPD strike at long range. Both of our torpedoes are ready to rock, all of our phasers are ready to go, so we're in a pretty good position. Very strong position. One, he only hit with the one. I think he's underloading his PPD, which causes you to fire only 2 shots instead of the normal 4. And the PPD has the weird thing where if you overload it, it fires 6 shots instead of like just doing more damage. There we go. PPD got through, dealt some nasty damage. Start slowing down in preparation. Oh no, we don't have to worry about that. I forgot. So he did launch a Weasel. I think. What happened? I guess not. The Weasel disappeared. Oh, he used a transporter mine on us, so the Weasel automatically disappears immediately if you shoot weapons, if you travel too quickly, or you do things like transporter mines in front of somebody. So we can kind of bully this guy, I feel. He's not really a threat to us, because he's a phaser boat, he's a crippled phaser boat, and his only plasma torpedoes were D-types. He even really wouldn't have been that much help to that dreadnought if he stuck by it, because we use plasma torpedoes, and plasma Ds don't do anything against plasma torpedoes. So really, that ship was fighting the wrong war here. I guess it would have been useful against the fighters, though. What? Only 126 prestige? We killed a dreadnought! And still didn't take it. It's at an Empire defense of 75. We're still in good shape. I don't think we actually lost anything on the shields. Pop over here, do a patrol. Just gonna hop over here, deal as much damage as we can, swing by as many places as we can. Ooh. Ooh. Hello there. This is some sort of monster. I don't know what kind. It might be an Andromedan ship. I'm not sure. But it is huge. And it's very, very interesting. It might be related to the intergalactic dreadnought. I'm not sure about that at all, but the fact that it's like here to just that it's part of the steal something off the ship and then get into a normal combat. Yeah, I'm pretty interested. Nothing here. Okay. Now what? Where's the enemy? Show me an enemy I can fight. Let's go over here. We'll set him to fire on my command only, because I don't want him shooting at my targets that I would like to keep. And we will increase speed to 24. NDER. I don't know what N is, nor do I know what DER is. So let's get close to it, find out what there is to find out. Let's start a scan. Oh, no, that was not... That was... Let's start a deep scan. You can change your probe to act as a suicide probe, in which case it like fires out, but it doesn't deal a whole lot of damage and its range is point blank. We're going to slow down to a stop here, because I want to stay just outside of PPD range. Okay, we've scanned it. Beginning scan. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we get anything useful off of this. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's going to do. I'm tempted to overload my PPDs. I don't see another enemy ship anywhere nearby either. We're going to increase speed. See what happens. Come on. Give me something to work with. Dialogue option? No. Transporter option? No. Kill it. Okay, that was mission complete. Don't know why we're out here, don't know what we were doing, but okay, I'll take it, I guess. 13 prestige. So that was a bit of a waste. Let's come down here. And a shipyard assault. The mission's guaranteed to take forever. Although maybe not. Not so much on this one, because we have PPDs and plasma torpedoes. It's a Mirac shipyard. Oh god. Increase speed. There's a freighter as the defender. And we're supported by monsters. Okay. Here's my thought on how this works. Cunning captains within the ISC, namely us and Lawmaker, went to a nest that held these monsters and caused all kinds of problems. And it's a battle cruiser. 2 heavy cruisers and a freighter. We're going to come over here to the monsters. Anyway, we lured them here, so now they're going to go try and kill these things. So a freighter and 2 heavy cruisers. That'll give us a run for our money. There's no denying that one. So we're going to pull off to the side here. We're going to get with the monsters, because the monsters can eat up fire for us. Okay, what are you doing? Yes, monsters, turn towards the enemy. So it looks like the freighter's going to get involved in this battle first. I approve on a certain level. Prepping the PPDs for a long-range strike. And prepping another Wild Weasel. And prepping a forward reinforcement. It was kind of long range to want to do that. Our own PPD strike. 1 of them missed, 2 of them missed. So 2 of our PPDs missed. We managed to cut through most of his systems. Select all weapons, save for the plasma. And lay into him. It wasn't enough. Didn't even really slow him down. But that's okay at this point until he swings back into us. Actually, I'm not going to bother firing the plasma torpedoes at him at all, because these guys are a much, much greater threat. And I would rather have the plasma torpedoes ready for them. Smash my target, please. Oh god, that's a lot of plasma. Defender ship destroyed. So that's 1. Are we trading plasma? We are. Yeah, we're trading plasma. Dump. Okay, we ate up the plasma of the MCC, who's carrying 2 plasma Fs and 2 plasma S's. So did a good job. We both exchanged plasma fire and bounced it. We have another Wild Weasel ready. Another torpedo going out the front. Oh, PPD and yes, just in time for a point-blank shot. Just hit him with wave after wave of heavy plasma. That's how you do it. And look at his power problems. Maybe not. Maybe Gorn's ships are just incredibly slow to accelerate. I'd buy that. We're dealing some pretty good damage to this guy. And we really want to take him out before he has a chance to really harm us. Getting in there with the plasma S's, although this guy has now turned his attention to us. He's less well armed. This guy has more plasma. So I'm more afraid of him than I am of this guy, quite frankly. Increase our speed a little bit more. Focus on him. And let him minus if he wants. That's okay. And we're pulling out of range of that. Excellent. So the situation is going pretty well, all things considered. I don't think he's ready to fire his plasma S's yet. Really? What the heck, Lawmaker? We do have lost a shield, and ooh, that actually caused some pretty nasty side effects. So we're starting to get a little bit on edge here. So let's pull back a bit, pull this away. Come on, I want a plasma torpedo ready to fire into him. I want fire death to go away. Torpedo. And what a waste of a torpedo. Not good. Not good at all. So we're going to come around this mine and keep up our port side on him. We can increase speed a little bit, I think. Yeah, we're still doing 44. The PPD is still patching and repairing. PPD is very fragile, sensitive pieces of equipment. Not something you want to cause too much damage to. He's unloaded his plasma torpedoes into the monster. He didn't kill it, though. So we've managed to take out 2 defender ships so far and haven't lost any of our monsters. Oh, a nice shot. Unfortunately, he's underloading it, so he only fired and hit with 2. We will increase speed some more. Start trying to get up in there with him. Since when do you have phasers? Oh no, you're on top of Lawmaker. So that monster is pretty heavily crippled at this point. We're going to prep the PPDs for a long-range strike. They'll be at full power, full accuracy, and fire. 1 missed, but 7 will hit. And fire plasma torpedo S. And prepare for dumping of our own plasma torpedo. He fired the weasel. So wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Now, come on, down. Alright, hit him with pretty much everything we had. Unfortunately, this is going to expose our weakened shield, which he will no doubt take advantage of. Lawmaker gets to come in, dealing both of his plasma torpedoes in. 66 damage with that salvo. Excellent work there. We're going to get to work patching the damaged Phaser 3 once again. We're going to not bother patching this plasma S. It's not affecting anything so far as I can see. And yeah, this BF, I thought it was a battlecruiser, but it's clearly not. I mean, it's only got two Type S torpedoes, and its armament is really heavily skewed in favor of what appears to be phasers. So come around, and we got him. Awesome. Now on to the shipyards. These are Merak shipyards, so they are very well endowed with missiles. So we will now take the advice that we got, that we were reminded of, and prep some tractors. So we'll prep 2 at a time, because they fire 2 at a time, although 6 missiles is going to come in, 2 from each of the star docks. And they will be firing for a very long time. So increase speed to speed 11. Activate all 4. And we'll cruise on in here. Just sort of eating fire along the way. Yep. Just keep firing. We're taking some hit from long-range phaser fire. Yeah, the flanking phaser 3 upgrade was such a huge deal for our vessels. It makes us so much more effective when fighting missile-armed races. He's fired his plasma torpedoes at pretty much maximum effective range. So let's keep the group together. Okay, we're going to slow down to regular time once again. Just make things happen at a normal pace. And we'll close to a little bit closer than we normally do, because he's going to be reinforcing that forward shield. It's going to be a pretty potent reinforcement, I feel. And he also will no doubt dump a shuttle in order to take away the ability for us to deal like heavy plasma torpedo damage. So, yep, there's the white shield. We'll slow down. Fire. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fire a plasma torpedo, and there goes his wild weasel. So we'll pull in a little bit closer, because why not? We're going to get the phasers involved just as soon as this attack shift goes away, and we'll crunch down his shield. Everything we've got into that, and he had his PPDs ready too. Oh, stop. Ah, darn it, we're too close. We can't use PPDs anymore. Not that I think he's going to last that long. Well, he might actually. You never know at this point. Oh, we've got incoming fire and no phasers to handle it. That's why we have the tractors. So he's opening fire with more plasma. Hopefully this is a real one instead of the 2 pseudos he fired. It was. Excellent. So he doesn't have a shuttle bay anymore, so he can't be launching any wild weasels. That definitely works for me. Firing heavily into him. We have PPDs ready, but we can't fire them. We're too close. That kind of sucks. And from this range, we're also out of range of Phaser 3 range, so our Phaser 3s will continue to cover our flanks. But yeah, as you can see, the PPD, we are within minimum range. We cannot fire it. Let's increase time. Guys, I want to end this. Dealing some decent damage with our phasers. Get in there with the plasma torpedo. Okay, excellent. Next. Next target. They'll come around. The next Mirak Fleet repair dock. Prep the PPDs. I really wish he would stop underloading them. He's only got 1 PPD, I think. Yeah, he's only got 1 PPD. A flagship has 2. Flagship, obviously very superior. And so we'll close into a decent enough range where we will open fire with everything that we've got. Mainly PPDs. PPDs, open fire. Deal that nasty damage. More torpedoes. Oh, unfortunately, he managed to eat up several of them. We will continue sort of a circular flight pattern in order to keep on this down shield and just steadily rip him to shreds. We'll flow out a bit so that when they flow back in, our PPDs will be ready to fire. Although they do need a fairly straightforward firing solution, these are one of my favorite heavy weapons in game. They just feel so good. They remind me of like big heavy cannons from a lot of like science fiction shows. I'm specifically thinking, I think it's Babylon 5 Crusader, where they got that big battleship thing that was half built with Warline technology, and it had 3 prongs on it, and the 3 prongs fired towards the center, and a cannon in the middle fired out and blasted there. For some reason it kind of reminds me of that, even though it's nothing like that. So select the PPDs. We will do, again, normal range fire. Did we lose? Nope, we still got all our monsters. So, ISC, working for the monster at home. And plasma torpedo. And he wild weaseled it. Slow down a bit. And everything got. Plasma torpedo in right through. We're going to increase speed. We'll come back around so that we can get the PPDs in on this fun action. Because that's all that Starbase assaults, or Stardock assaults are. Action-packed. Build in the range. Come out a little bit more, and now back in. And the plasma torpedo will be almost ready soon. And PPD getting into the action. And killing things. The shipyards are no more. Oh, the monster died too. Oh, that's sad. The monster was too close to the exploding shipyard and got killed. Well, you can't save them all. Still haven't taken the planet, but we brought its Empire defense down to 55. Kale the heavy dreadnought took on some shipyards. I think we were doing pretty good. Anyway, however, that's going to wrap it up for an episode 4 today. I've been Tarak. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. Leave a comment. Helpful things like reminding me, use your damn tractors. And I will see you all in the next episode.